got it. Let's jump into game number 4 here. University of California, Santa Barbara is on match point. If they can win this game, they do become the champions of the West. But Cal Berkeley, they have other plans. They want to take this to a game 5.
And it looks like they're sticking with a Control Paladin build. I mean, the Defender of Argus, not really a card you see often in Secret Paladin. They kind of want to get going a little bit more than that on turn 4. You know, they look towards the Blessing of King's turns, maybe True Silver Champion, Piloted Shredder. They want to be a little bit more active, and with that Sludge Belcher in hand, just sticking with the deck that they believe is just best.
And it'd be interesting if they end up losing here, because that means the Paladin lost 3 times in this series, which is not something that you've come to expect. Mid-range Paladin is one of the most consistent decks out there. Maybe not the most dominant decks in terms of percentages and how one-sided the matchups can be, but in terms of general performance, it's one of the most decks that stays constant throughout each series.
And this draw could get outright nasty for Santa Barbara. You're talking turn 1 Aspirant.
Dirty.
It doesn't get checked. Into turn 2 Druid of the Claw. Whew. That's some hot heat.
Keeper of Oldman.
It's always the answer.
Keeper of Ultimate, your zombie chow on turn 2. Yeah, that sounds great.
What to do?
Just innervate it out.
Paladin needs Explorer's Hat.
Yeah.
It'd be so good in Paladin.
So is there any merit to not playing Darnassus Aspirant here?
No.
I don't think there's any situation where I don't play Aspirant here.
That does not exist.
They thought about
I like
it,
that
though.
you've been very, fair on a lot of opinions today, and then today you're just like, no.
Well, I mean, no.
He's like, well, there could be merit in it, but this one he's like, no.
What is the Paladin going to do to this situation? They don't have muster for battle. They can't juggle it. Like, what does Paladin do to deal a point of damage here? It's like Abusive Sergeant and Elven Archer.
Seal of Light. Argent Lance.
Just a straight
A
up,
very commonly played card.
just a straight up Lights Justice.
Duty.
Before the muster for battle.
We force these guys to draft arena decks.
There was a point in my life where I legitimately
man.
thought to myself, well, if people play Muster for battle, then why isn't Lights Justice good?
It's a good point. It's a good question.
That quickly faded from my thoughts.
The fact that you can innervate out through the claw and protect this, and you still have follow-ups for the next turn with like Wrath and the Living Roots.
What to do?
I mean, you've got some options. You've got some options. Maybe you feel like you can even get away with Wrath now, but I think, generally speaking,
It feels like it works out so well to innervate out the Druid of the Claw, because you go into next turn, you have to innervate, but you float a mana. If you go for Druid of the Claw, you're still a turn away from Ancient Allure. You float a mana this turn, potentially.
I mean, this is the turn you're playing for. Accelerate your draw out. They're even going to start pushing. They say, have your 1/1.
Yeah.
muster for battle on curve.
Does this ever say to Berkeley here, hey, we've got swipe in hand?
I don't think you can. You're going to hero power anyway. I mean, what can you afford to do it? It looks like most of your plays for the next couple of turns are spoken for.
Well, I'm saying, is there a merit to trading in your minions right now?
Oh, okay.
To ensure the True Silver Champion on turn 4.
There is merit, but
that's playing into one scenario, I suppose.
Can you beat that scenario?
I would say you can. Your curve afterwards is pretty powerful. I mean, we talk about the early game curve, but it's like, if Paladin can kind of keep minions on the board here, then Quartermaster is really devastating.
Move quickly.
And Druid with innervating means that they're going to be naturally very aggressive, so I don't anticipate, without swipe, that they'll just play cleanup crew. So like, if they drew Shredder, they would probably have Shredder and then hit face. And that would give a lot of room for Quartermaster to potentially do some magic here.
I think I like trading in Zombie Chow to ensure the True Silver Champion, but I think running in the 1/1 is way overextending at that point.
This is pretty nuts if the Living Roots can come out for 1/1s. With two Savage Roars.
Yeah, with 2 Savage Roars. I mean, this certainly has to be a consideration.
Here's a question. If Druid plays the Living Roots, question completely changed.
Going into the Blessing of King's turn, do you clear up here?
Yeah, well, I was thinking like if Druid ended up playing Living Roots, do you kill Aspen or do you save those 1/1s for the Quartermaster?
Well, that's a good
now
question.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, with 2 Savage Roars in hand, they know they have to push some damage, but finally True Silver Champion's able to do something here, but now Berkeley's fallen to 20. They haven't answered the Darnassus Aspirate. The one thing they have going for them is that Santa Barbara doesn't actually have a clean drop this turn.
Not yet, until...
Oh, flippity
Oh,
flop.
that's not good, actually, because the Wild Growth guarantees you 7 mana if the Darnassus Aspirant lives, which you're almost certain it won't. In fact, you know it won't, because the True Silver just stays there.
Yeah.
So that was a very awkward draw for Santa Barbara, and hitting back-to-back Saberdors, it's not
killed
what
their
they
hand.
want. And all of a sudden, Paladin might be able to turn this around.
Yeah, the Sludge Belcher is going to hit play. They have True Silver Champion again to deny that key turn 7. They saw what a miserable play that Santa Barbara had this turn. They would love to make them repeat that.
You know what that would mean if Paladin turns it around? It would mean that Druid would have to face off against the Druid in that case. I mean, it's not over by any means, but this is one of those cases where unless Druid hits a drop here...
Oh! It's painful!
Did we really expect anything less, though?
Anything less would have been uncivilized.
Anything less than a Game 5? It's been the trend.
Santa Barbara has no
Can you
reasonable
Savage Roar?
play this
Can
turn.
you Savage Roar here?
If you Savage Roar once, I think you double Savage Roar. Which is really just a terrible
For 5
feat.
Double
to the
Savage Roar
face.
only pushes, yeah, just 5 damage, basically.
Gotta clear the Sludge Belcher at some point.
Well,
think
you
it's
clear
worth
the
keeping
Sludge
going.
Belcher now.
Alright, so they're gonna keep a Savage Roar and sacrifice their token. That's totally reasonable as well.
Sure.
I don't know what I was thinking. That was awful, those double Savage.
It's always worth to ask the question.
I was thinking if you
if
killed-
1, why not 2?
See, I just forgot the 1/2 slime was gonna get spawned, and I was like, "What do you mean 5 damage? It's only 9 damage." I was like, "Oh, the 1/2." I was like, "Well,
Well-
that'd be stupid."
Hold on. I mean, look at Paladin's turn.
Hey, hey!
They can't really do much either.
You win some, you lose some. Now the benefit they have is they are rolling into token Quartermaster next turn.
And then
Yeah.
Tyrion the turn after that.
But you develop two. I mean, you're developing 2 3/3s, but Ancient of Lore comes down here.
Oh, and
Look
the
at
Keeper of the
that.
Grove gets drawn.
Yeah.
Tyrion is now kind of checked in this situation.
still a 6/6.
Back-to-back Consecrate draws.
That's really bad. Dude, this has been back and forth with bad draws, and now Dr. 5 comes out.
He's a quack. It's turn 7. That's not Dr. 5. I don't even know what Dr. 5 is.
No.
Summoning Stone.
No. It's
saw the
not
work we
even
did?
it's not even alive, it's a rock.
Tell that to its 6 health.
Lilitheb is probably the closest.
Tell that to its minion status.
It is Old Sylvanas.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Old Blizzard.
now I think you just continue to go, right? For more Ancient of Lore stuff.
You can innovate out a Mounted Raptor also to contest one of these other 3/3s.
I think you definitely go for Ancient Lore stuff because you have a Savage Roar in hand, your opponent's at 15. Let's start digging for that Force of Nature.
Oh,
And he has 9 mana next turn guaranteed. Mounted Raptor, giddy up.
This is this game's gonna be so close.
Well, he's gonna Tyrion this turn.
Maybe he doesn't. I mean, there definitely is some merit to consecrating here.
Yes, you're right. There is a very strong merit to consecrating. Because then you can develop True Silver Champion.
There's actually a lot of options for UCSB next turn as well. Like they have 9 mana and 2 strong 4 mana plays, one that's situational, and then a Druid of the Claw.
I wonder.
That's right. So they're in a good situation next turn no matter what. The Consecrate will come out.
Oh!
I was thinking of a minion, and that wasn't it.
Well, you can choose over to get past it now.
Oh, you can just run it over the 3/3 too. There's a lot.
Are you going to use your own health to get rid of the 5/3?
Yeah, that's true too.
Burn over with the other
Do you
3/3.
want to go to 14?
Well, no. If you use the oh, you're talking about if you hit with the yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I wonder.
If you hit with the True Silver right now on the 1/3, you go up to 16.
Just run it over the 3/3 too. I think it's totally fine. They want True Silver Champion.
I think it's better. It's actually better for the board this way, so that you don't take too much damage.
You also have to consider that they intend to play Tyrion next turn.
Yes.
So getting the True Silver Champion out of your hand, getting the extra 4 life and just the extra damage,
Oh man.
definitely matter a lot.
Another keeper, so you can play the first one pretty aggressively, because the Shredder gets challenged easily by the 3/3. So would you silence one and then play Druid of Claw? That seems to be rather reasonable, because you get past the taunt immediately. The other option is that Shredder technically has a drop, and as long as it's one attack, it can get past the 3 attack. But I think Keeper of the Grove is just better consistently, because you don't have to go through the taunt at all.
I kind of like Shredder Druid. Just put the most stuff on the board.
Yeah,
Do you like Druid of Claw to the face?
No,
Well, you'd have to keep her for that.
I do like it, but I don't like
in
it.
principle?
Yeah.
You like it in principle, but not in
Where
practicality.
shall I strike? No one.
And this will definitely bait out Tyrion because he anticipated, like,
Well, I gotta have to be defensive as much as possible.
Lotheb changed that. What does Lotheb consecrate? What kind of board does this bring? You go to 14. You got to kill the Shredder. The Shredder leaves behind a drop, and then you head into Tyrion. Is that any better?
They can't combo next turn.
Not if you drop the Lotheb, no. Man, these are tough spots
What
for
if
these guys.
I was like, what if you owl instead? But I think Lotheb's just better. Because are you gonna owl against Druid other than Sylvanas?
Other than Shredder, really. That's
Yeah.
what I always get. I'm like, please don't kill me with Force of Nature Savage Roar.
Seems to be the best option here. UCSB, I mean, they're getting really, really nervous here. You can see like they're kind of hugging each other for moral support.
Yeah.
Move quickly.
Wow. I mean, they just have
Here
to
we
take
go.
the risk.
Double
I mean, they're
taunts.
so close. And that brings them exactly to 14.
But there's 2 taunts in the way.
They can kill one this turn. And
Mind you, the damage push here is very relevant from UC Berkeley, too. I mean, this is 11 points of damage sitting on board right now.
yeah, well, they have multiple ways to deal with it. They have Wrath. They have the Keeper for another one.
Well, you definitely want to keep her Tyrion, so we're going to do that first.
Yeah, just get it out of the way. Use the mana now, so you're not trying to think about it or miscounting.
I sort of want to keep the second keeper and wrap this for 3. I can understand the value of drawing for 1, but I think because you can hero power down the last 2/1 here
Just push, yeah.
and push, I think that might be your best option.
And the thing about it, too, is this actually gets past the second Sludge Belcher now, too. They can just keep her that
Right,
and use
exactly.
Force Nature to push 10 damage.
And this is where you have to decide how you use your Lotheb. Oh my god, now they can Lotheb and Antique and probably push for damage.
Well, here's the other thing,
Do
too.
they spread it out?
If you Lotheb in this spot and you silence the Shredder, you don't have to worry about Force Nature Savage Roar. They may push damage in a spot where maybe trading's better,
I wonder.
and you just can lethal them.
But
Yeah.
you still can play Savage Roar just with Lotheb. So it's still 13 damage coming out the other way.
Right, but if you silence the... they're going to go with just the 2 major threats.
I think this is the best tempo they can develop.
Push the damage.
Wow! And now the direction has swung the opposite way. They might have to use Savage Roar defensively here, or use Keeper of the Grove. I mean, depends on what they want.
They can.
What a draw!
Here's the thing. If they make the mistake of using Keeper and Hero Power to take care of the Antique Healbot, and then they use the other 2 to take care of Tyrion, what does that leave them at? So they go to 7? They're dead to Consecrate then. Like, they have good-looking plays that could yield them a loss.
They can Shredder and Keeper the Tyrion. And then they take 2 damage from the heal bot attacking it with the Keeper of the Grove. So they... Oh yeah, they would be dead.
Yeah, they would be dead at Consecration, I think.
So they're dead regardless.
Yeah, they... Oh!
They're... Yeah,
I
to
wonder.
consecrate. So they
Cat
can't...
attack, yeah.
Oh,
They needed to Savage Roar
yeah,
to trade
that's awkward.
multiple
I
times.
must save
I mean, this is
But
their
then they
last
give up-
Savage Roar,
but then
so...
they give up their win condition by doing so.
Yeah, that's right, but
Dude, what an insane game.
wow! And with that, UC Berkeley is going to take game number 4, and we're going to game number 5. These are some of the tightest games of Hearthstone I have ever seen. Single points of damage have been the difference between winning and losing multiple times today.
Yeah.
Wow!
Every point of damage mattered, and now we're going to game 5. Druid versus Druid.
Once again, a Druid Mirror match. Once again in Game 5. Once again, a Druid Mirror in Game 5. The third one, I think.
Druid seems
That's
like
right.
the weak link of all these.